to another episode of Spill the Tea with Taylor Leigh. Welcome to the Spill the Tea with Taylor Leigh podcast. Not your average tea party, not your average podcast. My name is Taylor Leigh, and this podcast is meant to be all about chaotic bestie energy, cozy vibes that just feel like you're chatting with a friend, and of course, spilling random internet tea that you didn't even know you needed in your life until now. So get ready, grab your favorite mug, get cozy, and let's spill some tea. I'm chilling outside in the rain, and that's completely okay because I love the sound of it. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much, but I went to the Jonas Brothers concert with my besties and my daughter. It was a great time. It was so nostalgic. We had the best time. We made shirts. I made the shirts for all of us, and it said I Heart Nick, I Heart Joe, I Heart Kevin. I was wearing I Heart Joe, of course, because I've always been a Joe girly since day one. My cousin slash sister slash bestie was wearing I Heart Nick because she's always been a Nick girly. And then my bestie Tamisha wore a I Heart Kevin shirt because you know what? Kevin really is the underrated Jonas brother. Growing up and maturing is realizing that he is the top tier Jonas brother. He's the best dad. We love Kevin. We love Kevin so much. It was a great time. There was a girl with a red dress sitting next to us who loved my daughter's red dress. She was our red dress. High heels, red dress. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not no Nick Jonas, so I'm not even going to pretend to be. I just had to quickly say that the Jonas Brothers concert was amazing. And for their special guest, they even brought out MGK, and I actually peed my pants a little bit. I'm not even going to lie. That's what happens when you have kids and you get too excited. You scream your head off like a little teenage girl, and you accidentally pee your pants a little bit. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay because I had the absolute best time of my life. And I cannot wait to go to another concert. That's my 4th concert this year. I have been to Jelly Roll. I've been to Tate McRae. I've been to Suicide Boys and Jonas Brothers. You guys, I have another life update, and this one is a bit of a doozy. So, back on Truth and Reconciliation Day on September 30th, your girl had a great day with her kids, day off work. We had some tacos for dinner. You know, your girl smashed down 4 tacos back to back. We went swimming at the wave pool. Everything was fine. I got home, I put my kids to bed, and all of a sudden I had this excruciating pain, and I mean excruciating. Okay, I tried to take a bath. I couldn't. I ended up crying in the fetal position. I kept saying to my boyfriend that I don't want to be a little bitch. I don't want to be a little baby. I'm fine. And he's like, no, you're not fine. You need to go to the hospital. Long story short, I went to the hospital. I got admitted. Found out I had gallstones and had to get my gallbladder removed. So last Thursday on October 2nd, I got my gallbladder taken out. I was in the hospital for a couple of days. Everything was fine. I ended up getting released on Friday, October 3rd, which was very quick, if you ask me, after having a pretty serious abdominal surgery. It's pretty quick to let somebody go home, but I'm fine. I've gone home. I've been resting. I've been off work. I've been really, really sore. I realized that I have put this podcast on the back burner, and I do apologize. I have some content that I've been recording. I'm still figuring out all my mic settings. For now, I've just kind of been recording off of my iPhone because I don't like the quality of the sound on all my videos that I've recorded with the mic. Oh, it pisses me off. It makes me feel like I can't even post it. So I apologize. Here I am. I'm back. It's Tuesday. It's tea time. I wanted to, just spill a little bit of this personal tea and just give you guys a quick little life update and just apologize for making you guys wait so long. I really hope that I don't let you guys down. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope that this podcast this week is a good one for you. I might spill a little bit of tea. I just wanted to quickly give a shout out to my nurses that I had while I was getting my gallbladder removed. They were great. One of the nurses, I was really scared before I went in. I was actually crying. I was shaking. I just hate being put under. It's such a scary feeling. When she asked me my date of birth, I told her December 2nd, and she told me that her birthday was also December 2nd, and that made me feel better because Sagittarius season is upon us, baby. It's coming up. And some of the nurses that I had after that were also just really sweet. The nurses was a student. She was just learning, and she was being trained by one of the other nurses, and she was so sweet. She got me a warm blanket to put over top of my abdomen area. She was just the sweetest. She got me some sanitary wipes so that I could wipe my body down because I couldn't have a shower at that point. She was just the sweetest, and she had really bomb-ass eyelashes, and I'm sitting over here with my crusty, rusty, dusty-ass eyelashes. I'm getting a fill tomorrow. Don't even worry. But her eyelashes looked so good, and she was just the sweetest. I don't remember her name, but she was amazing. So I just wanted to take a minute to share some funny, crazy things from the nursing subreddit that I found. I had a patient last night ask, "My nose is congested. Can I breathe through my mouth?" What have been some of the most ridiculous things you've heard from your adult patients? This person says, pregnant patient getting a scan asked if we could tell who the daddy was from the ultrasound. What? That's insane. Quote, spread my cheeks so I can fart. I declined. She was furious. Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine asking somebody to spread my cheeks so that I could fart. Like, what? People are seriously, they're insane. And I know it's like, if people can fart, then you're cleared for discharge, because that's what they asked for me. They said that basically if I could get up and pee and if I could pass gas, then I was good to go home. That's why I was so stunned, because I hadn't even pooped yet, and I thought you had to have a bowel movement before you could leave, but I guess not. I guess all you need is to have some gas and you're out of there. So I could see why this woman was frustrated. She probably just wanted to go home. This person says, wound nurse here, while looking at stage IV and I can't even say this word. I can't even pronounce this. I can't see. I can't even speak. Oh my God. Quote, you better move your face because I'm going to fart. Oh, awesome. Very considerate of that person to at least tell them that they were going to fart. Yeah, that's just interesting. A patient who wanted a workup for infertility tells us her birth control pills were just to regulate her period and had nothing to do with her not conceiving. What? Technically, the baby was my patient, but his parents asked me very seriously, when do babies stop seeing ghosts? Not only did their question mean that they thought babies saw ghosts, they also thought everyone thought that, to the point that a medical professional could tell them the milestone age at which babies stop seeing ghosts. I mean, they do stare all creepy. Seems like a good explanation as any. Kudos to their creativity, because I am not imaginative enough to think of that. I believe that babies can see ghosts, but What do you mean? Babies can't see ghosts? I've had to teach an adult woman who had given birth that they have a urethra, vagina, and anus. I'm sorry, what? How do you get that old and not know that? How do you become that old at that big old age and not know that? What the heck? At that age, if you're old enough to have sex, you should know what the urethra and the anus and the vagina is. You should know the difference between all of them. That's insane. I'm teetering. I cannot say this word. Oh my gosh. Multiple pressors on a soon-to-be ICU patient that just got intubated. I get a call saying another patient is having an emergency and needs their nurse. I go to that room. The emergency. Can you hand me my phone? It was on their lap. They were there with a fully stuffed nose for 2 hours. I walked out of the room. Got called a heartless bitch as I was closing the door. They proceeded to get their phone to call 911. I'm so glad pissing the patient off fixed their self-induced helplessness. Dispatch calls. I asked them to come and get this gem of a human. They passed on that opportunity. He gets discharged with nothing. Told to use OTC nasal mist and allergy meds. Dude calls 911 again because he says he's denied medical care. He wanted to be admitted to the hospital for a cold he was about to get. He packed a suitcase. What the hell? Are you serious? That's literally insane. This person says, I worked in a pharmacy, not actual nursing, but once a young teenage couple came up to me asking for the Plan B pill. They were 16 at most. I grabbed the pill, no judgment at all. But then before they pay for it, they tell me they were making out, but kept their clothes on. Homeboy went in his pants. They were afraid the sperm went through his pants and swam the intense battle through her clothes and somehow managed to make it to the uterus to impregnate her, all for being careful. But I'm more for education. Aww. Oh my God. Aww. That's the misinformation there. They need to have some sex ed. Somebody needs to be talking to them. That's so innocent, but somebody needs to tell them, because that's not okay. That's not okay at all. This person says, I once had a meth patient tell me that they refused the COVID vaccine because I'm not going to put that shit in my body. Sure, hun, you do you. Jesus Christ. All right, that's enough of that. I think I'm done reading those Reddit stories. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bestie over at my house.
Hey everybody, I'm Bestie.
This is Bestie Brooklyn, and we are gonna go to Denny's and have some dinner. So, Denny's probably isn't the greatest thing for me right now, but whatever. I'm gonna do it anyways, because I need some eggs. I need some eggs in my life. I can't have bacon or anything like that, so that's gonna suck, but whatever. Anyways, I am so appreciative and thankful for Bestie for doing that for me and just cleaning my house and taking care of all the laundry and things that I've been putting off even before I had the surgery, things that were on my to-do list that certainly got put on the back burner after my surgery. So shout out to Bestie Brooklyn, and shout out to all my other besties who have helped me. And it truly takes a village, and that village doesn't just, you don't just stop needing that village when your kids grow up or when you grow up. You constantly need a village. Bestie Brooklyn. I'll have to have her on an episode. We'll have to do a proper episode once I get all my video recording stuff set up, and then she'll be on. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Spill the Tea with Taylor Leigh. Remember, you can find us on YouTube and Spotify. You can also connect with us on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much, babies. tuning in.